We are Carrie and Josh. We are sharing things that, in our experience, worked for us and could also work for you. Just finished up the Sunday speed work and leg day. Tired. This week everything stayed about the same. A couple rides a little faster, a couple rides a tiny bit slower. But I'm still liking the 80-20, where Wednesday was the big gear work with still in MAF, and then today was the Tabata sets, 5 minutes of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and then 5 minutes at MAF, and do that 3 rounds, so it's still a 30-minute ride. So I'm still riding for the 3 hours during the week, but I'm liking the results that I've seen. Hopefully it's not just doing the same thing again and again like the first month was, and I can continue to see the bike increase. For my nutrition highlight for the week, I'm going to go with the term I'm calling it plant preferred. I've Googled a whole bunch of times different ways, and I can't find anyone having coined that, so I'm going to claim that I coined that one. We'll see if it sticks. But there's plant-based, there's paleo, there's all kinds of other stuff. I've written a blog post about how we don't want to be put in the box for our diet, but I do like to think of the way we eat as plant preferred, just meaning when given the choice, I want to make sure that I have plenty of plants in my diet for the day. If you read Michael Pollan's food rules, eat food, not too much, mostly plants. So I like to go and think about that and make sure I have plenty of plants in my diet. And with that plant preferred, here would be a nice lunch for the day. Lots of good cabbage and kale and sweet potatoes and beets. And in there I do mix in, there's actually some leftover quiche, otherwise I will scramble a couple eggs to throw in there for protein. So not vegan, not vegetarian. I like to think of it as a plant preferred diet because sometimes a hamburger tastes perfect, or a meat lover's pizza is fantastic, but I still want to make sure I'm getting plenty of plants in my day. Now, today's workout highlight, or this week's workout highlight of a day off or days off, seems counterintuitive for a workout highlight, but my amazing wife convinced me years ago when I used to be a 7-day-a-week, you gotta get my workout in. Her charger, she convinced me to take a day off here and there, and days off are great. Now, days off aren't just put your feet up, eat whatever you want. For me, days off are start with some stretching and some mobility work, and then I really do try to eat healthier during the day. I try to avoid as much of the sweets and sugars that I like to eat. So days off are days when my body can recharge. Starts with a nice mug of my bulletproof full fat coffee to help my body feed on fats and reduce the inflammation. And my lunch is vegetables and a vegetable-filled smoothie to replenish nutrients, and then I go about having my normal dinner. But I am very aware and careful of what I'm eating on those off days. It's not a cheat day, and I do try to move and again stretch and do some mobility to get my body refreshed for those workout days coming up. And my off days are Mondays and Thursdays, so something to try if you're that hard charger. Give your body a day or a couple days to recover, but don't take it as a completely day off. Do some moving and get your body refreshed and ready to go. The words of wisdom for the week come from John Gordon again, but this time not just the energy bus guy. Along with the Damon West, they wrote this book called The Coffee Bean Book, and I read the adult version, loved it so much. I actually use it in my classroom with my kids, and really there's one big idea. Are you a carrot? Are you an egg? Or are you a coffee bean? And if you are a carrot, when you are put in the pot of boiling water, which is life's stresses and pressures, if you're a carrot and you get put in that pot of boiling water, you become soft and you wilt under that pressure. If you are an egg, you become hard-boiled, right? You get hardened by that pressure. But if you're a coffee bean, you spread out and you impact that pressure that's around you, that world that's around you. So I've tried to use that in my classroom, but it's just such a good idea to be thinking about when you're in the pressures of life around you are getting tough. And it's not easy. I know with life's pressures these days, I've become hardened at times with some of my thoughts, and I've wilted at times mentally. And it's a good reminder to be a coffee bean and find ways to impact the world around you. So I actually have, in my classroom, we have a coffee bean club, and they put up these coffee bean pictures with writing on them of students that are impacting the world around them, and they talk about why they're doing their work, they're helping others. Let's see, what are some other ones? Just ways they're impacting the classroom around them. So find ways to be that coffee bean this week.